Welcome back to another Minecraft video, and as you can see, I've been doing some off-screen stuff, such as mining mainly, and I have travelled from Hobbiton, over here, over to this area, right next to Eridor, I'm going to assume, so we can move into Bree land. I'm going to actually set the goal now, for now, this is not permanent, to make it to the Woodland Realm to get to Thranduil's Halls. However, I do also want to go down here to Minas Tirith and visit there, and obviously Lothlorien. Fanghorn's meant to be a nice place to go, because I know you can make some funky potions there, so we'll probably be heading there as well. And obviously the Iron Hills and Erebor to visit the dwarves. This is my horse. I've named him Frank, as you can guess. When in doubt, just make his name Frank. We also have a backpack from the Adventurer's Backpack mod, which is quite nice. It allows me to store a load of stuff in it. Crafting table. Got a hose for things. This is the border between the Shire and Eridor. As you can tell, the path changes. And I will say, I have fixed the shaders mod, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's fixed. But it seems to only break when there's rain. If it rains and it breaks, I do have a backup shader mod just in case it does break. Hoping it doesn't. We'll see. These are boars. Funky thing about boars is you can actually tame them and get some boar armor, so you can ride them. However, boar armor can only be made with a dwarven smithy, and the closest dwarven smithy we'll find is most likely the ones in the Blue Mountains, and that is not an area that I'm going to just yet. I know it seems a little bit counterintuitive, since we are going the long way, but there is more east than there is west. Another place I want to go is the north, where it's cold, so I can see some polar bears, because I believe they're in the game as well. And just for clarification, we are running this in Minecraft 1.7.10. There is a version for Minecraft 1.16.5. However, it doesn't have the naturally generated structures. And for me, that proved to be a little bit of a problem, because the way you would find the crafting tables and the forges would be on little pyramids, and it just doesn't have the same effect as going into a building, looking around, seeing the building. I understand it's a hefty job to port and move everything over to a different version, so I will be keeping an eye on that, and if it does come available, all like the structures and that does come available for 1.16.5, I will change over and just transfer a load of stuff over. If I can't transfer over some things because the mods aren't compatible, I'm just going to have to find an alternative or just scratch that mod entirely. But it doesn't bother me that much. And up here, you have one of my favourite creatures. It looks like a bull. I'm going with it as a bull. The main reason I like this creature so much is that it drops a load of leather and beef, which is useful. And the more the merrier, because we do have, I believe, hobbit ovens, which can cook things quite nicely. As you can tell, have been busy with the iron gathering. We also have a little bit of gold. I only needed that for the backpack. You need 1 ingot, but I just kept on seeing it, so I'm like, a dwarvish trader might want some. So, more the merrier, more money. I also have a lot more money as well. Found a load of silver ore down there in the mines, which allowed me to get a load more coins. The way you would make it is smelt down the silver ore into ingots, and then, well, turn the ingots into nuggets, and then make a 2x2 in a crafting table or even in your inventory, and you get silver coins out of it. I think one silver coin is equivalent to 1 silver coin, which makes sense. Yeah. It's one of those days. Not many naturally gen structures so far, but we're only in Eridor. There's nothing much that appears here. Beautiful landscapes, and look at that sunrise with flare. Actually, I'm wrong, it's not a sunrise, it is a sunset, according to the old clock. I am gonna switch around that, so I can do this. I'm also gonna put the leather in there, and I'm gonna take out the pipeweed seeds to put them in there and put the beef in there. So when I kill something, it just automatically goes into the pouch. I'm also going to take a lot of the stuff out of here, so I can just put it into this pouch like that. Does it have one more slot? No. Okay. We're just going to have to live with it. Put that horn there. Which is nice. I do have a backpack I can put things in, but I'm thinking putting like items in there, like banners and weapons and armor that I pick up over the time that I'm out exploring. As soon as we get to Bree, which is here, I should be able to fast travel to the Forsaken Inn. Not much appears in Bree. Again, if you want to see the mod which has Bree actually built, like the actual town of Bree that you see in Lord of the Rings, I think you see it in no, you don't see it in The Hobbit, which is sad. Would have been a good stop-off point, but you do see not the Westfold. That's what Rohan lost. You see Weathertop, which is also in there, and if you get the NPCs mod, you can actually do the Lord of the Rings film and play it, such as like you have to take the ring to Mordor and destroy it, which seems pretty fun. I tested the mod out. I didn't play it as it had set definitions, if that makes sense. Like, you're meant to do this and you're meant to do that. But if you want to see that, I can always still transfer things over. It doesn't take much time. It doesn't bother me at all. It's only the inventory that I need to move over. And I think we'll just hitch up here for the night. Yeah, that seems to be a little bug if I hitch something to a lead. It doesn't seem to like it very much, which is a little bit annoying, but it only affects the shaders. It doesn't actually affect the gameplay. I'm just going to move that clover because it's in the way of the blanket, or the sleeping bag, which is nice. I don't require anything for a sleeping bag. Re-equip it, you know. I'm not going to pick up the fence because I accidentally, with the lumberjack mod, destroyed one of the railings on a bridge, and I have a load. And here, you might notice, we have our first orc, and I might actually make a sword. So I need 2 of that and a stick. Over there you can also see a naturally gen structure. We'll make a sword now, just so I feel a little safer. Going to pike it. in large numbers, these orcs can be very dangerous. Like, very large numbers. Otherwise, they're pretty easy to kill. They're not much of a threat. They don't really... Unless they have a poison blade, they don't really deal that much damage altogether. Like if I was playing as the Forces of Evil. They're just your most bog standard unit. And they don't, they're the cheapest unit you can probably get. And they also drop bones, which is quite useful. And if you're wondering why that's useful, it's because if you get a load of bones, you can just turn it into bone meal and farm it. So you can get a load of farming done as well. Nicely, this is near the top of the tower. The shaders only seem to go funky when I look at the thing that's leashed. I don't know why. I'm just rolling with it at this point. Because I tried 2 shaders mod and it seemed to have... I think it's because it's a modded entity. And it doesn't like the fact that it's a modded entity. Let's see what's up here. Oh, that's nice. And silver's always nice. That is basically... Because you can't actually do enchanting in this mod. That is basically enchanting. So... I don't actually know how you're meant to equip it, though. And that is a book most likely describing... I'm going to assume... Yes. Oh, crumbs, I've forgotten his name now. Saruman. Yeah. It's a book describing Saruman the White. It sounds a little bit, bad. But if you don't know Lord of the Rings, he basically called Saruman the White because he wears white clothing. And he lives in Isengard. Lovely place. Until they sort of turned it into a load of breeding places for orcs. Didn't bother me. Went the wrong way there for a second, I believe. No, I'm meant to be going east. I was going the right way. I just seemed to go backwards to see if I wanted anything from there. But all the armour seemed to be broken. And if you're wondering if why the quality of my voice sounds so much better, I've just received a microphone. I purchased it, actually, I think it was either yesterday or the day before that. It just arrived today. Thought I might test it out on this video as well. I did test it beforehand to make sure it did actually work, but it does. Seems pretty good. Oh, look, there's a camp up there. By the looks of it, it's an orc camp. You can tell because it has the orc torches, which means if you kill the war chief, or I think they're called war chiefs, I don't actually remember. I'm actually only interested in this guy because these give you more XP or points, which is quite good. And I want these. I want to see if there's any arrows. Actually, that's what I'm really interested in. But there is a bow. I will take a bow any day. They're just drinking satchels. They're nothing valuable. Any arrows in here? No, but there's coal. Don't really want coal. Not going to use it for a while. That's a smelting place. You can get a orc furnace from in there. Not going to serve me any good though, because I am now enemies to the orcs. To use their crafting tables, you actually need to have +1 alliance with them. Not. I will see if I can spot a ranger place, so I can make a ranger bow. But I don't actually think I have the string for a ranger bow. But I know rangers have a load of arrows most of the time at their bases. If you're wondering why my speaking is a little bit intermediate, is I'm currently drinking a lovely cup of tea. I don't know why there's a lot of dead trees in this place, but you see them quite frequently. It's a bit odd. Pumpkins, pumpkins. Oops, I forgot that happens. Pressed the wrong button. Pumpkins. Well, yeah. It's nice. Always a nice scenery. Looks like it's almost midday, which is pretty good. And the positive about having a Shire pony, which most people might realise, is that it's slower than walking. It is, but using a mount actually stops hunger from going down, which isn't quite nice. So I don't have to worry about hunger going down. And willow tree. And what was that? There's another tower there, but it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels to get to the top. 6 if you include the top. And I don't actually have the blocks unless I use gravel to get up there. And there is a horse. I'm not actually carrying anything of value in there. I can put gold in here. I can actually drop the apple wood. And I'm going to take this with me. I can also take the pipeweed. If you're wondering why I want the pipeweed, it's so I can grow it in the future. I want a horse because it's also faster than it's going to be faster. It's going to take a second to do this. I don't know if I can, but I think I can actually make horse armor. I'll check that. I don't think I can, though. I'll double check, because I think in the mod, it allows you to create horse armor. But it might have been a mod I played a while before. I know I need that. And I don't remember where I put all my leather. It must have been in one of these pouches. There it is. Oops. It's running off. Scallywag. I remember it being this. Oh, you can. That's good. Can make horse armor. And with that, I'm gonna put a loader. Because I don't have any arrows, I might as well not carry it. I'm gonna actually turn that into silver, and that silver into coins. I'm also gonna take the 2 silver there, put them in, and then if you're wondering how I'm doing this, I'm just pressing B. In the Adventurer's Backpack mod, it allows you to use. It has a crafting table built in to the backpack, which is quite nice. So I don't have to worry about that. And up there, it's a burnt building. Some might say that's a bad thing, poor people who used to live there. But if you're an optimistic person like me, there is a chest. And there's silver in it. It's perfect. If you're wondering why I dropped it, it automatically goes, if I already have like silver coins in here, which doesn't have a complete stack, it just automatically goes into the pouch, which is quite useful. And what is that? Oh, it's I can't remember what it's called. They're reeds, which is quite cool because they actually move. Really, I believe the grass should as well, but I think I turned that off because of some of the grass doesn't move. Yeah, some of the things don't actually move because they're modded, but we'll see if they work in the future. It might have to be a thing like close down the game and reopen it, but yeah. I'll probably end this video when I get to the Forsaken Inn, so I can So then I can say we're almost. I think would be about halfway to the Misty Mountains. Would you say? Would you say that's about halfway there? Maybe one third, or 2/5 of the way there. Like, just trying to make it there. So once we're at the Misty Mountains, we can move over into. I think it's. Well, it's in the area of Rovenhaven, which is quite good. But we'll move into the Vales of the Aldwin. Yeah, the Aldwin Hills, and then the Vales of Aldwin, and then this will be the most dangerous part, because in Mirkwood there are spiders, lots and lots of spiders, which want to kill you, which isn't quite Super Money Supermarket. So gonna have to watch our backs on that. I've lost many amounts going in there and them dying. But, well, in previous gameplays at least, did anybody else hear an orc? Because I did. I don't know where they are. You can sometimes hear them in caves below. Little bit annoying because it scares you, thinking there are orcs in nearby. But I will actually go to that one over there, because that only has 3 layers. Or 4, and there's another burnt building there, which I'll have to pay a visit to. And it looks to be another. Oh, that's actually a ranger camp, which is nice. Ranger camps have a load of arrows in them, so should be able to use a bow. Hopefully, they also have a bow there, so I don't have to use the orc one. We'll also take the iron. I won't take the saddle. Didn't think. I thought I might not have actually some in there. Thought I already had the stack. This would be a ranger captain. Let's see if they have any arrows. See if my hopes have actually not been misled. They have been misled. I'm sad. I was really hoping they had some arrows. Nope. I do have like 8 flint, but I think it's like 1 flint for 1 arrow, which is a little bit of a pain because getting flint takes a while, and I don't particularly like mining gravel because it takes a while. But yeah, I think it just doesn't work because the shaders don't seem to like the fact that animals that have been hitched up, because the shaders go a little bit. If that helps, you, if I'm not being descriptive enough, tell me, because for me, actually defined it pretty well. Yeah, we can use here now. There's a little bit of a narrow gap. Just stop eating all the Hobbit food. And more coins. And this is Aranoan, or something like that. And that has how much protection? 6? How much does my armor have? 6. Yeah, I'm not going to use this because it's the same and it's less durable right now. I am going to put the iron and the silver in there, just so I can get a little bit more money. I'm going to jump down. It's going to hurt a little bit, but I don't mind. Just walk out. Take that. Take the lead. Don't know where the lead went. Ah, there it is. Just going to pick that up. I have 2, but one's a backup in case I actually lose the first one. Where's the path? It's southeast. So stay on the path. We're not taking Gandalf's advice on this one. If the Nazgul find us, the Nazgul find us. We'll have to live with that. Doesn't bother me that much though. I'm still not seeming to find the path. It's because it's actually curving. So it should be on this hilltop. I think. There it is. There's the path. Continue going down now. See where this path leads us. Obviously Bree. Tell me how your days are going in the old chat, or well, comment section. If you're not having a good day, oof, me and you both might be going through some harder stuff than me, but I know next week I have mock exams for GCSEs. If you're American, I'm just gonna help out and say GCSEs are basically SATs, but these are mock exams, so they're not the real thing, but they what colleges colleges will base your exam results off, and if you absolutely completely muck up your GCSEs, you won't get in, but if you do quite well on your GCSEs, obviously you'll get in. But if you do well on, and we're in Bree, but if you do well on your GCSEs, do well on your mocks, the college might put you in a slot, but if you fail GCSEs in term, they will just kick you out of that slot, which is a bit sad. Like, I'm all for education, but doing exams doesn't really help a student out. It just sort of stresses them out and teaches stuff that's not really required. And look at that. Do you see that as well, folks? That is a grave. However, there are dangers with the graves. They're good, but they're also bad, because in them is good loot. But as soon as you open the chest, something wants to kill you. I'm not actually going to hitch it, actually, because I shouldn't be gone that long. So I'm going to mine that out. I'm going to put that there temporarily, and I'm going to... Okay, I might be thinking of something in Gondor then. But this has arrows, which is good. Battle axe, maybe? Do we want a battle axe? What's the distance on it? 100. 75. Speed. 75. What's this? 50. I will take the battle axe to test it out. Doesn't mean I'll keep it. I'm just testing on it. Just gonna cover that back up. Make it seem like I'm not here. And look at that. There is actually Bree. People from Bree. See if I can like do the old, just fast travel to the Forsaken Inn and go a little bit further, just so we can get on to the border. As soon as we're on the border, that'll be the end of this video. The only problem I have about this, I think there is a way to skip this cutscene. Oh, it's E. Almost there. Just gonna, as soon as we get to Eridor, just call it a day. Don't want to give you too much content. I mean, I would happily record all day and all night, but sadly, I have a life, amazingly. For a YouTuber, yeah, I know, it's a shock. Although, look at this. It is great scenery, isn't it? It's not just me. It's amazing. Like, look at the flare on that sun. Look at the sun coming through the trees and everything. It looks amazing. Have a big old tree there. Not seen any Bree housing yet. I know there are structures in Bree, but I don't know where they are. Like, I know that grave back there was from Bree, but I don't know what else is in Bree. And this is the Vales of Alduin, by the looks of it. Is it the Vales of Alduin? No, it's Eridor. No, the Vales of Alduin are much further east, aren't they? As soon as we get to the Lone Lands, call it a day. I might make an Armor 3 videos. However, I will need permission from most likely my squad lead and my platoon lead, so I can do it. And if you're gonna say that's a bit sad, it is. I'm in an Arma 3 Halo server. If you're actually interested about finding this, comment down below, and I'll actually just I'll probably put the link to the battalion in the not the comment section, in the info of this video. And this is the Lowlands. Scary place, the Lowlands. I will make a camp as it's turning night. So love that little bugbear. Love it. I think it was crumbs. Need to remember here. Oh yeah, you press B, you press this button, and then we place the old backpack and we lay the sleeping bag out. Put that in there. Put the arrows in there. Move this up here. And why do I have an Agmar dagger? I know where I got it from. I thought I threw it out. Apparently not. I'm gonna go to sleep. And thanks for watching another video. See you next weekend, most likely.